y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to Cherezian Racing. I'm Ryan. Got Eric over here. My hillbilly pit crew fixing us up a drink. This is the pit stop, our little workshop we work in out here in California. About to get ready to get to work here, and got a whole lot of stuff on the menu tonight. You missed one. You missed one. You ain't got 3 hands? Dude, I don't know what it was about that video, but it freaking blew up.
Did it?
Yeah, dude. So, a lot of you guys out there are new. We got like the last video I did was like 500 subscribers, right? I was like, oh shit, we hit 500. Dude, like that, as soon as I hit that video out there, it's like 630 now or something. And it's like 4,000 views as of right now. And it keeps on just bumping up and up and up. So, I don't know what it is, but you guys like that practice of me breaking a bunch of shit and hooking up pretty good. All right, so let's see what we got to do tonight. So the last time we were out, we broke a bunch of stuff. We found out that we have a leak on our right rear hub. I got seals in the mail today. Finally came from Texas and somewhere else. Anyways, I got both of them. Obviously all that freaking gear oil on the rotor. Clean that shit off once we have the hub off.
Yep.
Try to make those old tires work again.
We'll make them work.
And basically flush the power steering, and I'm gonna try to get on this bracing of the mid chassis part. So here's the broken parts right here from last race. Obviously the shock got taken out when everything else broke, but
I mean, I said we just heat it up, bend it back, and call it good.
yeah, good. But that's like, you know, a $10 shock that I got used. So I put another one right there. It's exactly the same thing, oil shock. But this is the culprit right here. This is the stub shaft out of the pull bar. And I had another one lying around. So I got the pull bar all back together with the swedge tube on it. The swedge tube was not bent, rolled up perfectly. So hoping that was a fluke thing. I think what happened was we broke the J-bar last year a couple times, and I think it kind of bent that little stub, and I had a little bit of stress on it, and then, you know, now that it's so much longer on the bar, that it just added a lot of stress, and it kind of worked its way, you know, up and down, and then finally snapped. And this is the drive shaft that broke, but I just wanted to cut it open and kind of get a look of what thickness it is on the inside. So there's a guy down the street who is putting together a new drive shaft. It should be done hopefully tomorrow, latest I think Saturday he said, but I don't think we're gonna have an issue with not getting the drive shaft in. So we'll be out there Saturday again practicing. The plan was to hopefully, you know, have a good session last Saturday, and then this session we can start tuning up the car, putting our new shocks on, and messing with some of the weight jack bolts and trying to get this thing a little more tame. It was a pain in the butt to drive, but when it hooked up, it was hooking up good, but it's not gonna drive very well in traffic right now, I don't think. So we gotta do some tuning. And what I found is I put a GoPro, can't see it because the body's here, but I put the GoPro in there, and I was looking down at all our welding and stuff we did, and it all held up pretty well, but I'm finding that the chassis is actually flexing a little bit, so I need to add a little support bar in there, as you guys saw on the list. So that'll hopefully fix our issues there, just kind of preventative maintenance there. And then, is this just one seal in there? Should be 2, right?
I only see one.
Well, one came from Texas and one came from somewhere else, so maybe the other one's in the mail box, or maybe on top of the mailbox. I'm gonna go check to see if the other part, the other seal, the hub seal, showed up in the mailbox. The last time is on track, and this dude put my package on top of the mailbox here, right in front of, you know, everybody on the street to steal. So yeah, there's some kind of box in here, but would you look at that? I can't even get it out. Oh yeah, I can. Bingo. Anyways, like I said, there's a whole lot of you guys out there that are new, that are watching. Just want to say thank you for finding us, and to the OGs that have been with us for a long time now. Appreciate you guys too. We're out here in California doing the best we can with this dirt track racing thing. And our motto, if it's bent, it's not broken. We fix stuff up, make it usable. We run our tires down to the cords, especially on practices. And that's how we roll. Found it. I also got a DMV letter, and those normally are not good. Yep. Hey, you want a pickle? A moonshine pickle? Alright, so it is Thursday. We like to call it Thirsty Thursday.
This one going on this rim?
Yep, so I found
it.
it.
You got from Johnny.
What's that?
This one?
That
Have you
tire?
ever run these tires?
This is the old track tire of Antioch back in 2018. So it's been on there since 2018, or actually 2019. I ran a little bit. All right, so over here, the axle cap here that I custom made. Problem is, this is a aluminum drive plate, and one of the threads got stripped out. So if you can see, I put time certs in there. So they got some steel threads. The only problem is I have to get a couple bolts, a little bit longer bolts. So that'll be something I can do tomorrow.
I don't know if we're even getting anywhere.
It's going, kind of.
Is it going?
Yeah, look,
Oh,
that tire's
it's
on.
going.
Nope. Look good, look good. This jack works pretty dang good and it's light. The only problem is this guy sinks in the mud real good when we're trying to jack it up in the pits. So I was thinking about maybe welding some kind of plate or something on there to make it slide a little easier. If you guys have any recommendations, leave us a comment. Let us know if you guys have any tricks out there to make these things kind of slide a little better in the mud. Customized.
Frankenstein of a
Yeah, okay.
tire rack.
You gotta tell the people out there, what are these things? These L brackets.
Those are some redneck engineered uprights to be able to put a tire rack on the back of my truck.
Yeah, so we made these things. Learn how to weld, number one, on these things, but these are gonna somehow go in the back of his bed, and he's gonna run a bar across and we can hang tires and stuff. Maybe a little more welding up, I don't know. Clean it up a little bit. But you wanna tell him what you almost did here? Trying to weld this thing up?
Oh yeah, I almost burned down the garage.
Yeah, there's a little fire hazard in here. Little oil fire.
Just a small one.
It smells great. Gear oil mixed with Molly Lube grease. Yeah, so as you can see, our inner axle seal we installed is leaking pretty good and is pushing all kinds of gear oil into the bearings, making a mess. So hoping I can get this thing sealed up, repack the bearings, and I goofed up the seal in the back here, so hopefully I can get that thing seated in there and not goofed up this time, and clean all this oil off the rotor. Like a glove. All right, so this is round 2 on this tire. I think we got a better shot at it now with the bead lock.
Yeah, and
Let's take another gander at it. Yeah. It's like the ancient rivers of Babylon in there. Anyways, if you guys were with us last Thirsty Thursday, we tried to seal that tire up on a regular rim wherever it went, like a non-bead lock, with no success. So this thing used to be on a bead lock and it actually sealed up. I know I got a lot of doubters out there, but it actually sealed up and worked pretty well. So we're gonna give it another shot on the bead lock. We're gonna try to run that on the left rear tire, and then the right rear, we just gotta fix up a little bit, put a little RTV, but we're running these things until they get down to the cords. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do some siping and grooving on these babies tomorrow and try to give them every last bit so we can get some kind of bite out there on Saturday. This is what I wanted. No, but I like little blue collar boys a little better. Woo! Alright, about to put the seal in.
packed to spec.
Yeah, pack to spec. These things are great. Handy packer is what they call them. Wow.
On your own Mac tools.
Yeah, that bearing is packed real nice. Alright, so second tire. I'm about to put the seal in. I'm going to show you guys where I goofed up last time. So, putting this hub seal in, I made a mistake last time of trying to walk it around with the hammer, and yeah, it didn't exactly work so well. So I got this custom and professional install tool here. Big old flat piece of iron, and it just fits over the seal. So I'll take that and smack it all in at once.
Yeah, I couldn't find your ear protection the other day. I just
They're hanging right there. A little bit loud. Alright, so we're wrapping things up here. Got the Hubble back on and RTV'd it up. Got to keep on cleaning up these brake pads, get them all nice and dry, but that's all oil free and ready to be run. Tires, let them sit overnight and dry up. Air them up in the morning. About to take off. He's gonna leave me his truck, do a little swap-a-roo, so we can put the old beast to work. I think the towing machine, man, works pretty good. A lot better than the Tahoe. I load up the Tahoe with the trailer every time, and it looks like a Carolina squat. It's all dipped down in the back. Those coil springs have seen better days, so it's all about the leaf spring. But anyways, we got a couple more things we gotta do tomorrow, and hopefully get this thing out earlier than later on Saturday. Not be rushing last minute. I think we'll be okay. Hopefully get the drive shaft shows up tomorrow, and I can get that brace welded in there.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes on Saturday. We'll be out there at Antioch Speedway again. It's not gonna rain. I checked the weather, so we'll be out there testing and tuning. Hopefully we can get these new shocks on and get at least a couple sessions out there, 3 or 4 sessions, and really kind of get this thing dialed in. But until then, we'll see you Saturday. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, so welcome to the bonus footage club. If you guys made it this far, let us know in the comments that you're here and watching. But it's the next day. I got the side of the car ripped off, and I started doing the welding here, or not the welding, but the bracing I'm gonna have to do. So basically, I kind of notched this guy, and it's gonna fit in between 3 bars. One's gonna go right through the center, and then the other 2 are gonna kind of come right on top of this portion where the X is. So it should strengthen up quite a bit and give us enough stability. So I'm putting that together, and I just went to pick up my drive shaft. Let me show you what it's looking like over here. So I got hooked up pretty well. Place called Delta Transmission. They're doing drive lines now too, but got the extra long slip yoke on here, and we went to a smaller tube. So this is a 2-inch tube, and the other one we had was 2 3/4, I believe. But this is a much thicker tube, so I think it's going to give us a little more room in the drive shaft tube where the pull bar mounts to, and be just as strong. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep on grinding in here and getting the pull bar, not the pull bar, the pull bar chassis, get it all braced in and welded up. But I just want to say, if you guys like what you're seeing here with this kind of backwoods way of racing we do it, go ahead and check out my buddy Claude Ratliff over at Ratliff Racing on YouTube. He just got started, and he does things pretty much exactly like we do, but he's a one-man team. So Claude, thanks for watching, my man. Hope people go over there and check you out with your front-wheel drive cars over there, and he's in North Carolina. So that's gonna do it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at the track. Be hopefully not lifting the left front up so high. I'm gonna do a little bit of a wedge adjustment here and see how it goes.